Hi guys, can you believe it? I am filming my nail tutorial. Well, not a tutorial, it's just how I do my gel nails. I do them at home, clearly, mainly because when I originally, right before I moved to Michigan, I started getting them done at the salon, and I was like, well, I don't know if they, this is silly, but I was like, I don't know if they'll do that in Michigan, so I just purchased the red carpet manicure gel system from Ulta, and I've done them ever since. I mean, I've probably, that's been 4 years now. So, I've been doing it for quite a while. I've also painted my nails for a very, very long time. So with practice comes not perfection, but you know, pretty good. You're pretty good at things. So, a lot of you guys have requested this video, so I definitely wanted to do it. I'm sorry it has taken so long. Originally, I was concerned with lighting and, you know, just plans got in the way, but I have a light over here shining on my hands, so this should work out fine. I might actually have to do that. And I will first show you the things I will be using. I will do my nails, and then we will talk about other tools and stuff that I like to use, maybe favorite polishes, that sort of thing. So, I have already filed my nails and taken care of the cuticles. My hands look terrible, but please excuse them. My first favorite tool is a Swiss Army knife. It may sound silly, but I absolutely love it for these small scissors that are in there. You can get this at Target, Walmart in the camping section. So I can't be without a Swiss Army knife. Specifically for doing my nails, which is so silly. But I love it. I've lost several of these and I just have to keep purchasing them. So I will use these to, you know, get around here and cut any really small, you know, just little hangers. So I know that some people will recommend that you don't cut your cuticles, don't do anything with your cuticles and around the nail bed, but I just can't help it. I'm sure it's a bad habit, but anyway, my first favorite tool is a Swiss Army knife. Then, I just have a bunch of orange wood sticks that I got, I don't know, my sister and I got in a pack for, probably 20 in a pack. I can't even tell you. A long time ago at Ulta. Very, very inexpensive, but I will use this to clean up around the edge if I were to get any polish on the well of my nail, which is right here, or, you know, on the skin at all or underneath. So that is what I use that for. And I'm sure you can get one, Sally's, Ulta, Walgreens, anywhere that you buy nail stuff, I would think they'd have some sort of cuticle stick. You can also use this to push down your cuticles, which I have already done. My next favorite things are just nail files, and I usually use a finer grit just because I feel like a super heavy grit will, of course, hurt your nails. You are supposed to file in one direction, but again, I don't do that. I break the rules. So this one is a Tropical Shine Fine 400-600 grit, and I get this from Sally's. This is a huge, this is a normal nail file size probably. It's a huge file. I don't know why it's big, but, and it's, they're less than $1 or less than $2, something very, very inexpensive. This I think I also got from Sally's, and again, it's just a fine grit. I think it's even finer than this one. I'm not sure, but fine grit nail files. I do have some that are medium grit or even heavier grit. I use these more, if I'm using builder, like a nail powder or something on my nails. For example, on this pinky nail, I have a nail repair powder because it was split on the side and I didn't want to lose all of this nail, so I went ahead and put this it comes in a, here, let me show you. Sorry. Orly Nail Rescue. It comes with the brush-on nail glue, which you brush on your nail, and then you will dip it in the nail repair powder, and then it almost dries instantly. And so now it's much more sturdy, and it won't break off. So sometimes I will use a medium grit to just sort of buff that down. So it's a little bit, it's not as rough when I'm putting polish on top of it. Okay. Next favorite thing. Well, I don't have a favorite for this, but this is a dehydrator and a cleanser. So when you're doing gel nails, you want to dehydrate your nail to make sure that the gel adheres properly. So this is just a brand new one that I picked up, but I have had this one, the Orly Gel FX. I got this at Sally's because it was on sale. Again, this is my new one. I know that Red Carpet Manicure from Ulta also sells some, and it comes with the kit if you were to get the kind of all-in-one thing. But I've gone through that a long time ago, and this is really just, it's something like alcohol. I mean, it's very, very basic, so you could really use, I think, what is it? Rubbing alcohol, but it has to be like 90%. I'm not sure. But anyway, just get something that says this. If you're unsure, just get something like this, a dehydrator. The Orly Gel FX says that it cleans and preps and shines, which is the same thing that what this will do. So, and this was, I think, $4.99 at Sally's, and it's a pretty big, I mean, this will last you a while. Another thing you will need is, this is an additional prep step. This is part of the Red Carpet Manicure system, so it is the prep step. Max Adhesion Sanitizer. I know that the brand Gelish at Sally's has one of these, and I think other brands might as well. Next thing I love is you have to have a good base coat. I've gone through a lot of base coats because I have a tendency for lifting and like they just peel right off sometimes. So it also depends on the weather. If it is dry outside, wet outside, you know, I mean, I would, and the oiliness of your nail beds can sometimes affect how long gel will stay on your nails. So this is the base coat I'm currently using. And again, it is a Red Carpet Manicure, the Structure Step. I just like this one. I have other ones. This is my Bago nails. This is just base coats and top coats. So for example, Gelish, this is the brand I was discussing before. This is from Sally's. This is the foundation or the base coat step. So you can get, a bunch of different ones. I know that I don't have one with me, the Sensational brand, which you can find at Walgreens, Walmart, I think Target. They have their own system as well, and they have a light, they have, all the base coat, top coat, prep steps, things like that. So that is a fairly inexpensive brand. I did just find a Sensational, the whole thing, the light and all of the like I said, the base coat, the top coat, all the prep and everything, for like $16 at Walmart the other day. I don't know if they're going to repackage and they're just going on sale to kind of clear out inventory, but now would be a good time to pick that up if you wanted to get a set or a kit, I suppose. There is another brand at Sally's called Finger Paints. I don't have a lot of these polishes. I don't tend to like I have a few colors, of course, and I like them, but I guess they don't come out with a lot of new stuff. So it just doesn't, my eye doesn't tend to go over there because nothing's really new ever. Whereas Red Carpet Manicure, Gelish, which is, this is a nail polish. The Gelish, as well as this one, Gelaze. This is also at Sally's, and one of my, you know, more favorite brands. They come out with stuff, well, they come out with stuff less than Gelish and Red Carpet Manicure does. So, anyway, base coat, get you one. Next thing you're going to need is a top coat. I picked this up from Sally's. It is the ASP brand, same as this guy. They don't have to match. You can just use whatever brand you've got. Sometimes combinations will work better than using all of one brand. So you just kind of trial and error with it and see what works best for your nails. So this is Universal Top Coat. I like this one. My favorite one, and it's sad because they're not making it anymore. I can't even find one where you're going to be able to read it. This was by Kiss, you know, the brand that does a lot of the press-on nails and things like that. They originally, or not originally, but maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, they had gel polishes. And this top gel was it's my favorite top coat, and they're not making it anymore. So, because it's like super shiny, it's awesome. But anyway, I really like this one. And I'm pretty sure I got it on sale. If I'm buying anything, it's always on sale. Or I'm using a coupon. Or it's a buy one, get one something. So, I do like this top coat. But again, I have one from Gelish. I have one from Red Carpet Manicure. Let's see. This one, which is the Brilliance Step. Again, it's just a top coat. There are other top coats like a mattifying top coat. This is Red Carpet Manicure. I've had this for probably 2 years and I've never used it. I just can't bite the bullet and do matte nails. I don't know why. And then there's also ASP. Again, this same brand. They have a base coat, a top coat. I'm sure they have a prep step, and they have a bunch of polishes. I really like a lot of their polishes, and I have a lot of their polishes. But I don't think I was in love with these, so that's why I don't use them as often. One more thing you're gonna need. Cotton squares. These are lint-free cotton squares. You want to make sure that you get something lint-free. I know that it's very difficult to find something that is actually lint-free, but these work pretty well. I got them from Meijer, but I'm sure you can find them at your local grocery store or Walmart or Target, somewhere like that. I just have these, and I tend to like them. But as you can tell, hopefully, they're not like a cotton ball. You do not want to use a cotton ball when you're doing this. So, you need one of these guys. One more thing. Another one of my favorite accessories is this kit. The accessories kit from Red Carpet Manicure. It comes with a bunch of things, but what I mainly use it for is this guy. So it comes with those orange wood sticks I was talking about, and these are almost better because they have a flat end and then also a pointed end. So those are much better to get into areas. And it also comes with a probably medium grit basic nail file. And then this guy. I love this thing. So on the end, it has these pads that you put on. It's basically like sandpaper. I mean, I guess. So anyway, they are sticky on the back. So you will peel one off, and whenever one of these gets dull, which happens pretty frequently, you'll take it off, put another one on there, and then what you do with this guy is you will sort of run it along your nail to even it out. If you've got some, I don't know, I mean, like, let's say you're like me and you peel off your gel nail polish, do not do that. But if you do, sometimes it can make the nail surface uneven and have little like pieces sticking up. It's weird to explain, but so I just take this guy and go around like that, and it will even out the nail surface so that your application is much smoother. So again, I love this accessories kit mainly for this guy. This is the second one that I purchased just because I ran out of these, and you get 2. So I really do love that. First step is we're going to take our cleanser. Just put a good amount. Oh my gosh, I don't want to ruin my table. Okay. Just take a little amount, put it on your lint-free wipe, and you just go around, wipe all of your nails. Okay. That step is done. I just put that wipe aside because we're going to use it at the very end again. So the next step is going to be your prep step. This one is almost empty. I have a backup, just waiting. This one is so inexpensive. I think it's like $3.99 at Ulta. So that's why I just stick with this one. You know, I mean, it's a dehydrator. It's a sanitizer. It's not worth like $8. Now that we are all prepped, we can go ahead and start with the base coat. A good, well, a key to gel nails is doing very thin coats. So you don't want to get too heavy with it. I get pretty meticulous with mine, so it can take me a little bit longer than some people. So let me zoom you in and show you. What I like to do when I apply any, layer of the polish is when I get down to my nail bed, I sort of push it down and then drag it back up. Sometimes some hair or like a piece of lint or something will get in there, so you just want to brush it out if you can. So you never want to, when you're doing your nails, you never want to touch anything, because you can get dog hair, whatever. Sometimes I'll touch a blanket, or I think I'm not touching anything, and I end up with lint all in my nails. It's a pain, and it takes much longer to get a good base or application at all, really. I'm just holding the bottle between my thumb and my first finger. You want to make sure it goes all the way to the side. So sometimes I will go in there and pull back my the side of my thumb or whatever finger just to make sure that it goes all the way down. Okay, so at this point, let's zoom you back out. At this point, I will go through with my orange wood stick, and I will just go around the edges. If I clearly notice any stuff on the sides, which I don't, so get that a little bit. Okay, so we're ready. So this is the lamp that I have now. It is called a MelodieSusie. I got it on Amazon because they were running a deal at one point, and I think I paid $50 for it. I think it's normally like $65. If I can find a coupon code or get a coupon code, I will do that for you, and I will put it below. This one I love because you can put all 5 fingers in there. You can also do your whole foot and put it in there to do gel on your toes. And it comes with 15-second, 30-second, and 60-second increments. So I originally started with the red carpet manicure light, and that was fine, but it's only 4 fingers, and then you have to go in and do your thumbs separately, and then another 4 fingers. And I had it for 3 years before I switched it out to this one. So it lasted a really good time. I know that my cousin had the same system, and her lamp for some reason stopped working, and they replaced it for her. So it sounds like customer service is also good at Red Carpet Manicure. But this is the one that I have now, and I really, really love it. So I'll do the 60-second option, mainly because I know that I have issues curing, not curing, but my polish lasting a while. So I've done the 60-second for, I don't know, the past 6 months, past year, and I just prefer it on that. I think if you are to get like one of these sets, like if you get the red carpet manicure set and it comes with the base coat, top coat, color, everything that you need, there'll be directions on how long to cure it for. I was trying to read on here if it has. Okay, can you read that? For 1 minute. Or Pro Light for 30 seconds. So typically they have you cure this for 30 seconds with the light that you would get with the full kit. But again, I cure it for longer just because I prefer it that way. So I'm going to do it for 60 seconds, put my whole hand in there. It will beep when it's done and the light will turn off, so you'll know when to take your hand out. This is also an LED light. It is not UV. So I've never used a UV light. UV light, you'd probably have to wear a glove when you're doing it. So with the LED light, from what I know, you don't have to. And it's much, much safer. Plus, most gel polishes that you will get in stores are LED gels. I mean, for example, this is the color I will be using today. It says LED UV, so you could use it for either, but I would say the most prominent is LED. Okay, so now I'm just going to do my other hand. I'll just go through and clean up edges. So these are ready to cure for 60 seconds. Okay, so base coat is done. Now it is time to do the fun stuff, the color. So I'm going to be using this Gelase polish. It is by China Glaze, which again you can get at Sally's. And the color is called Seduce Me. It is sort of like a red, but it's got a little oomph to it. I don't know that you're even going to be able to tell. Yeah, that's pretty good. The correct color. That looks pretty good. Yeah, it's kind of a berry. So again, I just hold it in between my thumb and my first finger. I am left-handed, so I always start with my right hand. I get a little bit on the brush, and then I do it. I always start with 1 or 2 strokes kind of farther up the nail, and then I will push it down to the base. Take it around. I like a little white space at the bottom of my nails, so I like to leave a little bit. And again, to make sure that the layer is very thin, you can clean off your brush and go back in and pull off even more. Most polishes you can you can do in 2 coats, but some, depending on the finish of them, might take 3. So you definitely want to make sure that your coats are thin if you're doing 3, because that could possibly make them not last as long. So that is a close-up. Again, don't mind my cuticles and my terrible hands. I know that there's some hair right here. So I'm trying to get that off. And then I will just make sure there's nothing there we go. One is done. So now I will just do the rest and I will be right back. I ended up hitting my middle finger, so I have to go back and fix that, but that's fine because we haven't cured it yet. So here are the first 4. I'll do my thumb and then I cure it. You can see I'm using my thumb to give leverage to my pinky finger, or the hand that is holding this brush, and that helps my hand not shake. There we go. What do you think? I'm liking that color. I can't believe it was one I did not have yet. So I'm just going to do one more go through of all of the edges to make sure nothing has moved or, seeped out. Sometimes you can't get it all, but you can try. Okay, so those look pretty good. I'm going to go back in with a very little bit. And I like to get very close to the edge, so I'm going to go in here with my polish and get a little bit more. I'll come in and even it out a little bit. Is there hair stuck in there? I'm sorry. No, don't think so. Okay, and then at this point you can also go through and it's called capping the edges. So you're just painting the edge of your nail. I don't know how much this helps. I know it doesn't help on me because the minute I finish painting my nails and I've cured everything, the edges are unpainted again. So I don't know, but it helps with continuation of color, I guess, all the way to the edge of your nail, because sometimes some gel polishes can shrink. So when they're on your nail, you'll paint them and it goes to the edge, and then you'll come back 10 seconds later and it will have moved down your nail. It happens with some, not all, but so you always want to go back in a final time before you cure it and make sure everything is to your liking. Oh, see? Do you see on this one? There's some stuff on the side. Can you see that? I guess that's a tool I didn't tell you about. Have a paper towel underneath you. Okay, so I think we are ready to finally cure. So again, I'm going to do this for 60 seconds. Okay, so layer 1 is done. Sometimes, it really depends on how I feel. Sometimes I will go to this hand and do layer 1 on this and then move back to this one. Sometimes I will just do this hand to complete it and then move on to this one. But I guess what I will do is show you how I paint on my non-dominant hand, because I know that some people will have an issue with that. So let me zoom you in. Move that out of the way. It just takes practice. I mean, like I said, I've been painting my nails the majority of my childhood, and I'm 31 now, so just takes practice. I had too much on my brush, so I want to make sure that I get that off there before it goes traveling into like the side walls. And again, I don't know why, but I really love the way that I do this, where I will push the product down, and it almost, I mean, very, very minuscule, but it almost creates like a little dam so that your polish doesn't go beyond this point, especially in the second layer. When you go to do your second coat of the color, you'll have a significant stopping point so your polish doesn't go all over the place at the bottom. So I guess that might be my biggest painting tip. This nail is so wonky. Like, ugh, they're so short. All of a sudden. My nails are pretty weak though. Not because of gel use, I don't think, but the way that I take it off. Like I said before, I have issues with lifting. So sometimes when I notice a polish lifting, I will, for lack of a better term, pick at it. And I will peel it all the way off, and then I have to peel everything else off because it's just like a nervous habit or something. But it ruins your nails doing that, so really don't do that. I would recommend not doing that if you can help it, and take it off the way that it's recommended. You can even get like nourishing acetone, or I've heard a trick of, if you when you are taking off the polish, put some like Vaseline or something on your cuticles, and then soak like a cotton ball or whatever in the acetone like you normally would to take off the gel polish, and then wrap it in tin foil. And that should help with like drying of the cuticles. I don't know how about nourishing of the actual nail bed, but I'm sure somebody's figured something out. All right, so I'm gonna get a little bit closer for me, just to check these, because this is like, of course, my treble nail, my treble hand, and it's my non-dominant. So I want to go back in and make sure what happened here, that I've gotten everything good. Okay, so I'm just gonna clean up the edges now. I think we are ready to cure. I told you I'm very meticulous about it, so I constantly go back and forth. Ugh. I don't know. These cuticles and these nails are terrible right now, so sometimes it gets even like difficult to clean around them because they're so rough, but we will go ahead and cure these for 60 seconds. Okay. I'm going to put the second coat on these nails. I figure I'll show you one up close so that you can see it, how it starts to look with 2 coats on it, and then I will speed through the rest so you're not sitting here forever. Looks pretty good. I hope that you can like see. I know you probably can't see the actual color. Well, there you can. I'm sorry, this is the best I can do. Right now it's almost completely dark outside, so this is the best I can do. Okay, so there is one with 2 coats on it. And I will, of course, clean up around the edges if I need to, and I will go ahead and finish the rest of these, and I will be right back. If you ever get a hair in your nail polish and you need to get it out, what I would recommend is cleaning all of the polish off of the brush so that you can easily pull at something and you're not just adding polish to it. Aha. Can you see that? Yeah. So then I just wipe it off. That was giving me some trouble. Okay, so when you're complete, or when you've completed both layers, now is, I mean, if you didn't do it before, I would do it again, or I would do it for the first time. I would cap the nail. Again, it doesn't, I don't see a super benefit to it, but some people do, so I do it anyway. Plus, like I said, it can continue the color all the way to the end of the nail, which is always good. I always like to go back in and get these like edges over here. And then I want to clean up the edges. Sorry if I'm out of frame. It's hard to do this with the camera above you. But you guys get the gist, right? I hope this like encourages you guys to do gel nails. I love them, and I get so frustrated when I go back to like regular nail polish because it just does not, it chips within a day. I mean, I can chip it sleeping, so I just don't, it is certainly not my preferred method of painting my nails. And the first time you do gel, you'll finish it, you'll get the top coat done, you'll, you know, cure everything, and then you'll be good to go, basically. And you'll feel like you still have to touch things like this because you're so used to going to a salon and having your regular polish done. But gels, you're good to go immediately. Okay, so I think these look pretty good. Let me zoom out. Maybe they'll look better. So I am going to cure them for 60 seconds and then we will be done with the color for this side. I feel like there's still... Okay guys, sorry, Chad called me so I had to stop. But while we were on the phone, I did finish this hand. So I did end up doing 3 coats of color on this hand, and then I also did the top coat. So as you can see, it's like super shiny. So I did 3 coats on this hand, but I haven't done the top coat yet, so I will go ahead and do the top coat for you right now. Let's see. I think you can see good. There's no real trick to doing the top coat. It's just the same sort of process as the other layers. But you just, you know, you want to make sure that you don't get any on the edge, or you clean it up at least. Thin layers, and make sure you don't get any lint in it. Sometimes when I have finished painting, I will go back and clean off my brush and then come back to the nail and drag any excess off, just so we're working with a very thin layer. So top coat is on. I'm going to I lost my orange stick. Okay. So I'm just going to go in and clean up all of the side walls. This one is like so irritated at me. It's just red, it hurts. Yeah. Okay. So we are ready to cure for 60 seconds. Okay, so we are all done. Finished and cured. The last step is just to put some of your dehydrator and cleanser on a lint-free wipe. And you just... This is because the top layer will be tacky after you cure it, so you're just wiping off that tacky layer. And there you go. You can scrub them, you can do everything you want with them. They will not smudge, which I love. They shouldn't chip. Typically, gel lasts about 2 weeks on most people, sometimes even longer, depending on your nail bed. I know my mother-in-law has very, very dry nail beds, and it will last for 3 weeks, 4 weeks on her. So just depends on, like I said, on your nail beds. And but it is beautiful. I love it. I love gel polish. Woohoo! All right, so let me now get some of my favorite brands of nail polish to show you, so you guys can do a little shopping. All right, guys, these are some of my favorite brands. This is by no means my collection. I have, again, I've been doing this for about 4 years. My sister's very much into it. My cousins are into it. My best friends are into it. So over the years, through presents and through sales and whatever, I've acquired a lot of gel polish. I have probably over 200, I would say. I have destashed recently. I did send quite a few to two people recently, so there is that. But I love gel polish. I do it every week, so I feel like I go through what I have. Plus, again, I very, very rarely buy anything full price. And until recently, a lot of my bottles had like Sally's sale stickers on them, but I've taken some off recently. So anyway, let's start with the Sally stuff. So, the brands you can get at Sally's, or that I buy from Sally's, this is Gelish. I showed it to you earlier. This color is Passion. It's just a bright pink. I mean, I have like 1,800 bright pinks, but well, 18, let's say. And then Oh What a Night. These are just examples I pulled out. But again, this was $6.99, and I probably got it when it was, the clearance was 50% off. So I could have gotten it for even like $4 or $3. So that is a very good brand. They typically run, I think, $10.99 or $11.99. I do have a Sally's card, so I get it for the club price or the Sally's whatever price. But I will link this brand below. The next brand you can find at Sally's is ASP. This color is Ravishing in Raspberry. And I don't think I've used this yet, but it's a very, very pretty, it's very close to what I have on right now, actually. But they have a lot of great colors. They have a lot of like buy one, get one free, or buy two, get a top coat or something like that. So always check Sally's because they really have a lot of great sales for gel polish. It's very rare that there's a week where they don't have some sort of sale on gel polish. So definitely check out Sally's. The other brand that I love to get there is Gelaze, which again is the brand that I use tonight. This is a really pretty gold. It's called Swing Baby. And I love their bottles. I love that the entire bottle is the color of the polish. And it's pretty easy to hold. and they're fairly inexpensive. I feel like they're like $9 or something like that. And they do a lot of buy one, get one frees. They have a lot of great brights as well. So this is the color I used tonight. And again, it is called Seduce Me. And then this one is a really pretty purple. It is called Secret Periwinkle. But again, I have a bunch. This is a brand that you used to be able to get at Sally's. I don't know if they still have them because I know for the longest time they were on clearance. So I'm not sure if you can still get them at Sally's. You might be able to find them online somewhere. Orly Gel FX. They have a lot of great brights as well. But these are just two that I picked out. And they are, you know, usually on sale. And they, I want to say, are probably in the $9.99 range as well. Then the one you can get at Ulta is Red Carpet Manicure. And again, this is the original nail bundle or kit or whatever that I had when I started to do gel nails. They make the prep I use. They make the base coat that I used. They also make that tool that I really love. And they make a top coat. They have a mattifying top coat. They have base coats that are nourishing and have vitamins in them. I just find that they don't stay on my nails as well, so I don't use them. I do have one. This one, Nail Remedy. Oh, it's open. This was for like strong nails, but it didn't keep the gel on my nails. But that could just be me. So don't shy away from trying it. Definitely try it. At Ulta, you can return anything. So, hey. But again, RCM, they have a great line of colors. You can get them in store and online. Usually they will do buy one, get one 50% off, or you can always use a coupon on them. You can use a coupon on the actual Red Carpet Manicure set. So I would highly, highly recommend doing that. Wait for a 20% off coupon and then buy the kit if that's what you want to do. You can get lights at Sally's. You can get my light that I found on Amazon, which again, I will try and link below. But Ulta is a great place too. So this color, in case you're wondering, is called Meet Me in Mykonos. And then I love this green. It is Diva in Disguise. And then this is a fabulous bright pink, and it's called Well, Aren't We Lovely? It was from the Cinderella collection, but I mean, bright pinks are my thing. So my other two favorites are these guys. This one is Couture Gel Nails. They are pretty small. They're online only, but the reason why I love them is for these two colors specifically. This red is an awesome red. I recently wore it. It's called Pretty Little Liar. It's just a perfect red. It's very bright. It's like a tomato red almost. And then this is my perfect nude I have found, or like white, but not completely white. It's got a white with a tinge in it, which it's just perfect on my skin tone. And it's called Dance Till Dawn. My last and probably, I guess most favorite, I don't know, is IBD. Just Gel Polish. Again, this is online. However, you can get them on eBay, and there is a seller, I think it's called the Grand Market is the seller. They will do listings for like 5 for $35 or something like that. And all you do is message them the colors that you want, and they will send the colors to you. Even if it's brand new colors, they have them, they will send them to you. It is legit IBD. And it's just a fantastic deal. So that's what how I usually buy them. You can always look up swatches online. There are Facebook groups you can join for gel nails. I can even put those below. But I do love, love, love this brand. This one is My Babe. And it's like a lavender, very, very pretty, like lilac. Then Gerber Daisy is a fantastic bright pink. This is Mogul. It's like a burgundy wine color. And I have a whole bunch more. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm so sorry it took me so long to make it, but again, I had some lighting issues and then I figured out how to do it. It is pitch black outside now, so I hope the lighting is okay. I hope you can see what I was doing. I know maybe the colors aren't like true right now, but I promise you it is a beautiful color. If you have any questions that I did not cover in the video, please leave them below and I will try and answer them. Again, I will try and list as much as I can below. And, oh, one more thing I wanted to show you. If you're wondering how I remember how many, like what colors I have and what brands, I keep them on swatch rings. So this is like an organizer's dream. But I have several swatch rings and I have them organized by season. So like these are all my darks. Isn't it beautiful? And they're all labeled. And then I have a brights, I have a pastels, and I have a neutral. So I love that. And I get the swatch sticks on Amazon or eBay. They do come from China, so they take a while. I do think you can get some in Sally's, but not the kind that I prefer. So, but yes, I hope you guys loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Again, I enjoyed making it for you. I'm glad I have finally painted my nails. I was holding off to do this for you guys. So thank you so, so much for watching. Please like it, please comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Typically I do Weight Watcher videos, but I'm a nail polish or a gel polish lover, so I had to share it with you. And again, leave any questions below. Bye guys.